Hi, it's Megan Katrine, and today I am going to be doing a kind of quick-ish review of the Maze Runner series. I read the whole series in 2014 and then finished the prequel in 2015. This is going to be more of a spoiler-free-ish sort of review. If you're wanting to go into the book without knowing anything, I'll tell you when you should exit out when I'm getting into the spoiler section. I've been rambling on long enough, so let's get started. The first book in the series, The Maze Runner, I gave 4 stars. The second book in the series, The Scorched Trials, I gave 2 stars. The third book in the series, The Death Cure, I gave 4 stars. And The Kill Order, the prequel, I gave 2 stars. Overall, I would probably give the series as a whole 3 stars. I mean, if you averaged out everything I said. However, especially since they're coming out with movies right now that I personally think are fairly good and are actually maybe even a bit better than the books, I think it's kind of a waste of time to read the series. So now I'm going to go into more of a spoiler-esque session, but also it's not going to be that spoiler-y. So for The Maze Runner, I loved the book. I thought it was very well done, and the whole time I felt like I was in the same position as the people who were in the maze. You know, that I was absolutely confused about what was going on, and I didn't have any idea, why they were there or how they could get out, if they could get out. And after I read the first book, I had very high hopes for the rest of the series. So I went on, I read the second book, The Scorched Trials. I felt like The Scorched Trials was very similar in setup to the first book. It didn't have all that much that was new, and it was moving very slowly. And also, I didn't feel like there was any sort of direction that they were trying to take the book in, if that makes sense. And especially since I had set my hopes so high with how amazing the first book was, the second book just really did not meet my expectations. I decided that I made it this far, might as well just finish up the series. So I decided to read The Death Cure. And maybe the reason why I thought it was so good was because The Scorched Trials had seriously lowered my expectations. But I honestly can't remember what even happened in this. This book, that was really good. It definitely had a purpose. I wasn't very happy with the ending. So The Kill Order. This was one of the hardest books for me to get through. I'm not fully sure why I didn't give it a 1, but it takes a really, really, really bad book for me to give it a 1. And it's okay. As a prequel to a 3-book series, a trilogy, that's what it's called. As a prequel to a trilogy, I feel like you have to connect the characters that are in the trilogy to the book. Why did you even write a prequel if it doesn't connect to anything in the book outside of the flair? I'm sorry, but you don't even get introduced to anyone that has any sort of significance in this book until the last, 2 pages that aren't even technically in the book. They're not even numbered anymore. It's this section right here that gives you, and there aren't even page numbers at the bottom. And that's the only section in the entire book that connects it back to the rest of the series. Honestly, I have a feeling he just wrote this book so that he could make more money. And it was a really, really bad decision. Final note about the entire series as a whole. The books themselves were okay. The plot had so many holes in it. And I really didn't like James Dashner's writing style. It felt very, I don't know how to fully put this, but like young and uneducated. I don't think I would ever pick up anything else by James Dashner. Uh and am I happy I read the series? Not really. I would have wasted a lot less time if I had just gone and seen the movies. So that is all for today's video. I hope you liked it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And let me know if you want me to do more book reviews. This is my first actual book review, I think. So it's not the best, but hopefully if I do more, I will improve and they will get better. So yeah, I hope you liked it, and I will see you next time. Bye!